Hey everybody, welcome to Goddard Adventure. Aaron here. I wanted to start off this video with a little request to go check out our channel, Goddard Garage. Videos like this in the near future are gonna just live there. And basically what I've done is I've moved all of our automobile garage-like videos over there. So from now on, I'm gonna do a little bit of double posting with a little, disclaimer at the beginning. But if you guys could help us get to 1,000 subscribers and get a little bit of watch hours so that we can monetize that channel, that would be really awesome. I was thinking about it and it just didn't make sense for our repair videos to be part of our adventure videos. So I think separating them out will be really good. But today we're working on the Pilot. We are gonna do some upgrades to the lights, and I'm just gonna walk you through our plan and walk you through the upgrades as we go. We already have some wiring harnesses already in. I already have some, wires passed through the firewall to the cabin for turning everything on and off. But this is a kind of a piggyback on our last video, talking about one of our channel partners / sponsors, and that is Lasfit lights. They contacted me and wanted to send me a set of lights to demo / review, and I did a lot of thinking, and after a lot of consideration, I decided to go with some driving lights that were SEAE certified for on-road driving. My plan is to replace my bottom spots down there and wire them to my low beams so that they're on with my low beams. Of course, I'm gonna have to carefully aim them so I'm not blinding people. But during my last video where I was showing off this wonderful, beautiful packaging, I clearly saw, well, made in China, but off-road use only. And that had me panic for a moment because I thought my plan was backfiring on me, because I purposely bought these 18-watt ones versus the 36-watt so that I could have them on with my running lights, or my low beams. Anyways, after doing research, I can confirm that my lights are SAE. It's the Lasfit 18-watt flood and driving beams or driving lights are both certified for use on the road. So you can see right there, these are definitely certified. Along with this kind of upgrade, No-Low Designs, another longtime partner of the channel and good friend, sent me some ditch light brackets for underneath the hood. So we're gonna install those. I picked up just some kind of cheap Amazon 2x4 floodlights here to go onto those. I'm gonna wire those to the plugs that the original spots were on, and we're gonna create some new wiring to go from these pod lights to my low beams. So that's the challenge for today. All right, so digging into this kit from Lasfit, we got, again, some nice packaging here. They gave me some different decals, and it came with mounting hardware for both of them, and it came with the male of the plug that they take. Thankfully, they're pretty standard, so I believe well, actually, I'm making a new wiring harness for these, so these will definitely be useful. I'm gonna start by just throwing on this bracket down here. These existing ProComp Explorers came with the roof basket when we bought it. So those of you who have been following the channel for a long time know we got a really good deal on that setup. But let's see. Looks like if I get a little extension, I can get to the bottom of this nut here. Probably be easier to do all this with the bumper off. I probably did that. Ow, hand cramping. Charlie horse, Evan, Charlie horse.
What's Charlie horse?
That means my hand's cramping.
What are you doing? Getting lights on?
Yeah, I'm trying to take these old ones off to put those new ones on. What do you think about those new ones?
Whoa!
See that one right there? It's already out.
Look how good they look compared to these.
Those look pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
You want to know something crazy too? those new ones are street legal. We can drive with them on while we're on the road.
Wait, really?
Yep. For the thought behind having those street legal ones, I was kind of thinking that if they might fill in my my low beam pattern, because what we have going on right now has a little bit of shadowing due to the plug and play LEDs. So these will kind of fill them in and be more useful. That's a good bit more work, so I'm trying to avoid that.
What do we need to like do?
Well, we got to take these off. Let's see if I can get this one off right now.
Ooh.
Haha. Oh, those little nuts. Our poor pro comps have definitely seen better days, but they haven't leaked. Not a single one has leaked. Do you want me to show you how?
Yeah.
So get it in there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So that'd be up. And then once you get it a little bit looser,
You pull it out.
no, you can switch to the small side like this. So can you twist that? And then we'll get to the other side next.
The other side looks harder.
Yeah, but we'll twist it and make it easier. So we're gonna fit in there and see if we need to put a different hole.
I think I tested them. They were a little too big.
You
They're
think
a
so?
little Too big. Yeah.
Oh
They're a
no.
little too big.
No. It could work. It could work. We just have to see how you're talking about with this. They're too big?
I think so. Are they supposed to be like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be too big.
All right.
That's too big.
Evan says my plan is not gonna work.
I don't think it's going to work.
You don't think it's gonna work?
It's not.
All right, let me put this piece on.
What if he's falling?
All right, Evan, come here. Let's take a look. Perfect. It's working perfect, Evan.
What?
It's working perfect.
I thought it wouldn't be perfect.
It's looking pretty good. All right, so one thing I was considering doing, I'm still considering doing, is actually cutting this support out right here, Evan. This will let me scoot the lights over away from the winch. So there's a groove left behind right here, and I'm thinking that might just work because I have this giant washer underneath of it. I might be able to sandwich it top to bottom there, and maybe use some of these rubber things from before to hold it nice and steady. Might be able to get it working right there. All right, we got both the spots on there. They look mighty good. They squished down a little bit, but I think once the winch is on here, you won't really be able to tell. So we're moving on to tapping into the low beams. And I was taking a look. It looks like we're super lucky because this is the plug and play LED bulb, and this is the low beam wiring. And so there's this little pigtail for whatever reason, not really sure why, but I'm gonna tap into the power and ground right here and do a little bit of soldering, get some good shrink wrap connections, but I'll basically make a Y on each of these that goes to each of these connections, which then obviously plug into there. So they'll be hooked up to the low beams. So I'm gonna get to work on that. I'll kind of show you what that looks like. All right, so here's a little peek at the little harness I made. So basically it's a Y from both of those two connectors, and then it tapers out into the connector for the pod light. So I'm gonna get this covered up, taped up, might even put some silicone glue in there, and then I'm gonna get it hooked up and do our first power on test. And there we go, our first power on test. We'll have to see tonight what the pattern is, what the beam pattern is, but That'll look pretty cool driving around with some street legal pod lights on down there. I'm gonna move on to the other side. It's starting to get a little chilly for a Charleston Southerner here, but I'm gonna keep working at it. This video was getting a little long, so stay tuned for the Nolo Designs ditch light bracket install. All right, on to some driving tests here to see what the lights look like on the road. First impressions, everything's looking good, and I definitely think we got an upgrade here, that's for sure. Thanks Lasfit and Nolo Designs for sponsoring the build and helping our pilot see even better at night, on-road and off-road. All right, so we've got the spotlights or the off-road lights turned off. Let's take a look at what the beam pattern looks like here. They've got a nice cutoff I can see, which is gonna make aiming them, at least for my OCD-ness, pretty important. As you can see in this upcoming adventure video, we've got the lights tuned way better, much more even, and they look great. It sounds like we're ready for those Detroit axle brakes about now. I hear squeaking every time I stop. I think I'm gonna start working on that tomorrow morning. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the seatbelt warning there. And we'll catch you guys next time on Gotter Garage.